Happy Wednesday, everybody. This is Brian Tarian from the Disability Digest. Welcome to today's event, all about tight budget tips. I'm doing this event because living on a fixed income, as we hear from people, is challenging. And there's actually expected to be another interest rate hike today by the Federal Reserve, which is going to cause, in my opinion, some further challenges for people. So hopefully you will get some information today that will help you loosen up some cash. So we have some guests with us today. We have Danielle, aka L, is here. Welcome, welcome. And Daphne, who have some tips that are going to share. And as always, Miss Jam, thanks for joining us.
Hi, guys.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome, welcome. So if you're new here, welcome. Glad to have you. These are weekly events that we share information to help you get your disability benefits approved fast, help you keep them, help you maximize them. Once we go through the questions today, we're going to go through our presentation today, shall I say. We'll take some individual questions. And Jam has put in the chat a question for all of you. If you've got some tip stashed away that would help us out or help others out, we'd love to hear it. All right. Canning food, that's a good one. Gardening, that's a good one. Yes. All right. Okay. So we're going to roll through some of the key items that we have collected here. I'm going to share my screen. And just to get started, some of the key things, and this is condensed from other people that I've talked to, is there's a lot of freebies out there. So living on a fixed income or even on any income, I think one of the keys is to take advantage of whatever you can for free information. And what you see on the screen here is Spotify, which is a streaming service. They have a free component, and free means you've got to endure the commercials. But music is on here, but there's a lot of podcasts that are on here that you can get in just about any category, from finance to self-help to Ed Milet to any major podcast that you have. So take advantage of that. And if you want to get rid of the commercials, then I think it's $9.99 a month, but that doesn't fall into our free category. So are any of you Spotify users? No?
I am.
Not me.
Okay. Next, of course, is YouTube, and our own commercial is continue to follow our free information on YouTube, as well as others that will help you out. Our focus here is to put out like 2 or 3 videos a week that will help you through and survive the disability process. And there's a lot of other information on YouTube as well. Learn how to search it, use it, and that will help you out. Another feature that I see people using is Facebook Marketplace. Anybody here use Facebook Marketplace? No?
No.
Yeah, I do.
You do? Yeah. Our house uses it as well to acquire and get rid of items. And this is a great way. If you've got a skill set where you can spot something of value and acquire it and then turn around and flip it, that kind of falls into the side hustle thing. But rather than buy stuff, a Facebook Marketplace could allow you to, as an alternative way to acquire some things. So those are a few tips coming up. Now, also, we're going to move on and talk about your cell phone and internet. And Al, I'm going to have you cover this because you're familiar with this from your prior work, right?
Right. That's
Yeah.
right.
Tell us how this works.
So It's formerly known as the Emergency Broadband Benefit Program, but it's currently the Affordable Connectivity Program. So it used to offer $50 off your internet plan, but now it's changed to $30, but it's still $75 if you are on tribal lands. So usually you go to the website, you apply, and then you contact your service provider, and then basically they connect the two, then you get the credit on your monthly bill.
Interesting. What's the criteria to get approved for this?
Well, you can check out the website. It gives you the criteria. Basically, your household is based on your earnings, your monthly earnings within your household, how many people live there. So there is a federal poverty guideline on the website. It tells you exactly how much each household is eligible for and how you can qualify based on your income.
Okay, yeah, we're getting into it down here. Great. So $30 a month. My math tells me that's $360 a year, right?
Right.
Okay. Is there any part of this service that would help with the acquiring of a phone, or if somebody doesn't have one, or upgrade?
Oh, yeah. So you can get $100 off your purchase for a laptop, tablet, cell phone if you are paying $30 to $50. So you get $100 once you're paying under $50 on the item. I don't know if that makes sense.
So I'm hearing that it's possible.
Yeah, it's
That's my translation, right?
so you get $100 on purchase of a laptop or phone, tablet,
Yeah,
desktop.
yeah, great. For those of you listening and like, how do I get my hands on this and the other resources we're going to cover with you? In the show notes, you will see a list of items that we're going through with the respective links. And there's 12 segments. We're going to go through just a part of them today because of the time that we have. Okay, great. Anything else on this?
Yeah, that's basically it.
Okay, great. So we have $30 a month and possible assistance with gear, phone, tablet, etc. Right?
Right. Cool.
Okay, good. Let's move on to the next topic here. Most disability recipients are Medicare eligible and they have their dental taken care of. But not everybody in the household is covered with dental. So what do you do for dental? So we have partnered with a company called National Benefit Builders, and you can pay like a monthly fee and get access to dental savings. So Elle, you've worked with some members on this. Have you gotten any feedback from them or learned anything?
The monthly fee is $5. Like, that's really affordable, I think. And
Sure.
what you have to do is you can call the doctor's office or the dentist's office to find out if they offer or if they support that discount. And yeah, that's basically it once you sign up.
Right. Yeah, in my personal experience, the dentists that we've checked out provide it was 28 to 35% discount. So like a filling, which my son manages to get a lot of these for some reason, is like $130. So if you're paying $5 a month and you're getting, $40 off a filling, the math is pretty simple. So this is another way. It's not free, but you can get a good return on investment, especially if you have a family involved. Yeah. And you can find out if your dentist is covered. There's a lookup feature here. Right.
Right.
All right. I'm excited to have you share this information, Al, about your lifestyle in bartering that you do, right? Am I putting you on the spot?
Uh,
So we're
oh, you mean, oh, you were talking about like our
I'm
culture?
talking about you grow some stuff and then you go to somebody next door and you get some stuff,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like when you grow stuff in your backyard and you have a surplus of it and you see your neighbors or something that goes so well with what you have and you're like, okay, I'll give you some of what I have in return for some of what you have. So
Right.
Oh, it's like a barter.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that is an intriguing idea. Now, in my environment, we have one barter arrangement, but our neighbors are quite geographically spread apart. But if you're in a pretty close area, yeah, that's great. So what type of stuff do you barter, if you don't mind us asking? Legal, you can just keep the legal stuff.
Okay. Apples
Yeah,
and mangoes. A lot of that.
mangoes. Nice.
And yeah, what I shared with you, breadfruit, but you
Yep.
don't know breadfruits.
No,
So we have that here.
Mm-hmm.
nice.
Breadfruit is really good.
Oh, you know it.
Yes.
Oh, is it in Florida?
Yes, it is.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah, good.
So Floridians,
Mhm.
barter breadfruit. It's good.
Mhm.
Oh, you know that some people here use it to make flour.
Yes.
Breadfruit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Good. All right. Well, thank you for those tips, Elle, and sharing your experience with us. And I know you've got a busy day, so I don't want to force you to stay and hang out for the show, but you're
Of
certainly
course.
welcome to. But so we're
Um,
going to move on and speak with Daphne for a few minutes. And for those of you that don't know Daphne, she has worked with individuals, helping them manage and maximize their Medicare for how many years you've been doing altogether, Daphne?
Since 2016.
Good for you. Good for you. And it's awesome to have you here helping our members do that. So there's some common tips that people can use to manage their Medicare. And once you're approved for disability, after 24 months, you've got access to all kinds of goodies. So that's what we're going to talk about.
Right.
All
Well,
right.
well, one of the biggest things that I like to speak to you all about is the Flex card. And when I'm doing comparisons of the different plans out there, I am looking for a plan that gives you flexible benefits. A Flex card, and there's companies that say a Flex card is used for rent. You can use it to buy groceries. You can use it to pay for utilities, right?
Mhm.
You can load a certain amount on that card for you every month. And there's some Flex cards out there where the company will give you $1,000 for the year. And with that $1,000, you have to use it for your dental, your vision, and your hearing copays, or any other things that have to do with those categories. So those are very good ways of you earning money. I mean, not earning, but getting money, because
Right.
because the thing is that people will tell me, oh, I'm not getting enough to live off of. Well, that tells me I'm going to be looking for something where I'm going to get additional dollars in your pocket. And the Flex card and the Healthy Option card is also a good way to put dollars in your pocket. The option card that some companies have, they give you OTC credits, over-the-counter credits. And with those over-the-counter credits, you can buy different things from whatever you would buy from a drugstore like CVS or Walgreens. You can get those items. You can either go and pick them up, or you can order them online. And you can get a variety of things like toothpaste, lotions, toothpicks, anything like that you can get with this OTC. And there's some companies out there that give you a good amount of OTC credits. And I'm familiar with a company because I use it, and they give me like $306 every month, every quarter that I can use to go and purchase things online. So half the time I cannot use all those credits. So I will ask my family to look at the catalog and for them to tell me if there's anything that they will like. So that's a good way for me to save as well. Okay.
I didn't want to steal your show, but I just put up on the screen for people a few moments ago, just a sample. This is a plan from Ohio where this has a $200 credit, groceries, OTC, electric bill, phone,
Exactly.
other stuff like that.
Yeah, and some companies give it to you on a monthly basis, and some companies give it to you on a quarterly basis. But it all works out. If you divide that by 3, it all works out that you would know how much you can spend each month.
Yeah.
So those are things that I'm looking for to be able to help my clients whenever they want me to do a plan for them. Right. There are other benefits like the gym, going to the gym. Silver Sneakers, most people are familiar with Silver Sneakers program, but there's other companies out there with their own type of program, but it is a physical gym program that you can get free. And I did some calculations because my husband goes to the gym regularly. He pays about $56 a month for his. And I figured out that we would end up, if he was on the program, we would end up saving about $672 a year if he was on that program, because you're getting it basically free. You don't have to pay anything. All you have to do is show them your membership card. And if they honor the Silver Sneakers program, right, you can get in there for free. So there's a lot.
I have a question for you. I feel a lot of people, when they hear gym, they kind of freak out thinking they've got to go lift weights or, run on the treadmill. What other types of things can they use this for?
Oh, you can use it. You can find a gym that has a sauna, a whirlpool. You can find a gym that has a nice pool that you can go and relax in. You can find a gym that just, you don't even have to go to the gym because they can send you some equipment and ropes and things like that you can use at your home. So you really don't have to go there. But it is for a person that really wants to keep their, exercising up. If you don't go walking, you can do things at home. So that's a really good program right there to save money on. And not only that, Brian, you have chiropractors, right, that they can go to in $20. Some of the programs do not limit how many times you can see them, but each time you send them, you're only paying $20. So that's very affordable to go to a chiropractor. You've got programs that give you foot care. And people who are diabetics, they normally have to really take care of their feet because, the ease that it is to get cuts and things like that. So you have to be very careful, but it's very affordable. It's $35. Some of them are $20 to go and take care of your feet. In some of those programs, they even, if you want to get your toes painted, they do that for you as well.
They paint your toes.
Yes, they do. They do. And I want to just also go over, okay, so if you are trying to save money and you want to quit smoking, let's say there's a program that they have where they will help you to stop smoking and be able to send you certain things that you need to be able to stop smoking. Okay. Let's see here. There's the a lot of you may be familiar with, if you go to the hospital and let's say you spend a few days in the hospital, when you get out, the plan will send you a certain amount of meals. Most of them will start at 14 meals. And with those 14 meals, they will send you until it probably like lasted about a week. Some of them will send you up to 28 meals. So those are things that you can save on as well. And a lot of is, when you're disabled, one thing you don't want to do is be hanging around your stove all the time trying to cook. So that saves you a lot right there.
Oh, right. I think that could go for a broader demographic that don't want to hang around their stove and cook.
That's true. They have
Okay.
rewards programs where you can earn gift certificates if you do certain things and you report it to them, like the exercise programs. You can earn like $25. And it's just a variety of ways to be able to save money. And I want to see if I covered them all with the and the medications, Brian.
Yeah, let's talk about medications.
Medications are a very good thing that you can save on. There are patient assistance programs out there that you can go directly to the manufacturer and they will send you their products, and a lot of times those at $0 cost to you. Some of the programs that I've participated in where I could get my insulin for like $25 and they will send it to me. So those are great programs to save money on. You can, with the medication program, you can use GoodRx if you don't want to use. Yeah, GoodRx has a lot of discounts, even up to 80% discount on your drugs. So and a lot of people, whenever they get on the disability, a lot of them get the Extra Help program. And the Extra Help program is administered by the Social Security Administration. And normally you have to be making $1,500 or less to be on the program. Now, a lot of people that are on this program get their prescriptions for $1, $2, 59. So I've gone to the, and I'm not on it, but some of my prescriptions I've gone and I've gotten them at 59 cents. And I'm waiting there to pay with my $20. And the girl would say, oh, it's only like 29 cents. And I said, wow, great, here. So it's just a variety of different programs out there that will help you out. And I do think the Extra Help program is one of the best ones that out there that help members out.
So for medications, we have those that are on Medicare. We have that segment, and that are on there. And what's on my mind about that is if somebody has got like 10 medications and their medication cost on plan XYZ is $5,000 a year, it seems to me like the first thing that they think of is, oh, I'm going to go change plans. But what I would like to ask you and have you talk about is what's the probability of switching from a plan to another plan, whether it's in the same company or another company, and putting a big dent in that? I mean, do you see that out there much?
Switching plans, I don't see where a person would save a lot of money in switching their plans to another provider. The only way that they're going to really save money is if they're on a Extra Help program, and that program will follow them from plan to plan. Right. Yeah. But, anyone can get on the patient's assistance program. It doesn't matter what plan you're on. You can get on that patient's assistance program and get your medications for free. Sometimes you have to qualify for the program. You have to be making a certain amount or be below the poverty level to be able to get on the programs.
Yeah.
But switching back and forth due to the medications, normally that I don't see that really helping them out.
Right. I agree. So it really brings it down to, there's the extra help program that some might qualify for. There is the patient assistance program. One that we haven't talked about yet is going to your doctor and asking for a pre-authorization.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Whenever I'm looking at the medications that a person's on, right, and it says that you have to get a pre-authorization, right? I find that's the easiest thing, because all you have to do is go to your primary care physician, let the primary care physician know that the drug that you're trying to get needs a pre-authorization. The primary care physician or his staff will send a certain form over to the company, the provider, and that provider will go ahead and be able to cover that. And normally that pre-authorization will last for a year. And then after that year, you have to do it over again, right? But you should never be afraid of not being able to get your medications, because the system, the Medicare system, is structured as so that whatever medication that you're on, you're going to be able to get that. Sometimes it might be a little bit more, and sometimes, it might be a little bit less than what you think is going to be, but you'll be able to get that medication.
Daphne, could you give us an example of the financial benefit of a pre-authorization? We talked about what it is and what it does, but if somebody's out there, and they've got tier 3 or 4 medication, can you walk us through, or kind of conceptually, how that would benefit them?
Well, the pre-authorization, the only thing that the pre-authorization does is really get you your medication. But whenever you're on a program where the doctor, there's step programs where you have a medication that you said doesn't work, then they're trying you on another one that doesn't, you said that doesn't work, but the most expensive one out there does work, and you're able to get that at a certain cost. Now, there's a program out there where you can go to the provider and ask them to change the tier of the medication. So if I'm on a medication and it's a tier 3, and that tier 3 is $100 and something, and I can't afford it, anyone can go to their provider, right, with the doctor's help, with the primary care physician's help, and ask them to lower that to a 1 tier. And a 1 tier is normally $0 cost.
Right.
They can lower it to a 2 tier, and maybe you end up paying $10 for a $100 item. So those are the things that you'll be able to save on whenever you're dealing with the medications.
Yeah. So that's where the pre-authorization can take $100 medication and bring it down to $1 or $10.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Pre-authorization is basically dealing with your primary care physician and getting that authorization to get that particular medication. Great.
I'm wondering, is there anybody out there that's on tier 3, 4 medications and you've been paying for it and can use this tip? Love to hear from you. That's great. Okay, so I'd like to pivot a little bit and take some questions. Perhaps you can work with me on some of these, Daph, if you're comfortable. And I see Sherlock Shopper is out there in the house. Please contact me. I've been trying to reach you. Your email's been bouncing back. Anyway, great. So Jam, I'd love to hear some questions or ideas that people have contributed to our tight budget tips.
Yeah. Here's one from Inspired Faith. You can renegotiate with your Wi-Fi carrier. Senior discounts are available if you ask for it in most areas. Ask your veterinarian if they have assistance for pet care and medication.
Ooh, good.
Yeah, thanks. And you've read this earlier, Brian, but here's one from Shake Scan. I'm planning on canning food.
Good.
All right, this one's from Katie. Crazy Coupon Lady. I think that's a website that can help you save tons of money.
Okay.
Some places offer the sliding scale fee based on income, and she only pays a $5 copay for doctor, $40 for dental.
Oh, we're getting some good ones.
Yeah, and a follow-up about the crazy coupon with a K. You can show, they can show you how to get free products or greatly reduced prices.
Right.
All right.
Okay. Okay, Sherlock, I was able to get an iPad through the Affordable Connectivity Program. The price was steeply discounted. There was no credit check, and they took $100 off. The monthly payment arrangements were low.
Wow, that's great.
That is great.
Yeah, right. And she also participated in a time bank program. So it is a barter program, but not for products. They barter for time. Example, she tutors for build time, I think, and then she gets her grass cut for free.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, this is really good. But folks, there's going to be a part 2 next week, and we're going to talk more about side hustles and other topics. So yeah, make sure you tune in for next week. This is great, Jim. Keep them coming.
Yeah, also from Patrick, the Affordable Connectivity Program, ACP, is a Federal Communication Commission program that helps families and households struggling to afford internet service needed for work, school, and healthcare.
Yes.
Great.
Yeah. Internet is no longer considered a luxury. It is a survival necessity. So that's.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Yeah. Just ask any of kids or grandkids. They can't live without it. Right.
Yeah, that's it for the tips, money saving tips.
Good.
Now let's move on to Medicare questions for Daphne. Okay. All right, so is Flex for disability or just retirement Medicare?
Oh, well, Flex is for retirement Medicare as well. Because if you're retiring and you're on Medicare, you're going to be able to get cards as well. It's just not for disability. It's just that with the disability, you're getting it faster. You know, a lot of times when I talk to people about Medicare and they say, well, I'm not going to be 65 for some time. They don't even know that they're supposed to get Medicare. So once you get on Medicare, you'll be able to get the Flex card.
Right. Okay, here's one tip that I missed from Deborah. I save up my egg cartons, and every so often I barter a dozen of them for a dozen organic eggs with a local chicken farmer.
Oh,
yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, especially with eggs being so expensive now.
Why are they so expensive?
I don't know. I just think it's a market thing.
Yeah.
All right. Follow-up question from Deborah. I have answered this, but she asked, "What is this sneaker program?"
Silver Sneakers
Silver
program?
Sneakers. Yeah.
Yeah, Silver Sneakers program is a gym program that
through Medicare, right?
Yeah, through Medicare. Once you get your plan, majority of the plans have a gym membership. So you just take your card to a local gym. You could go into silversneakers.com. And once you put your zip code in, it will pull up all the different gyms that accepts the Silver Sneakers plan. And so you don't have to be running around. You can pick one of those and then just go there. But I always tell people, try to pick the gym that has the most amenities. Like if you want to do exercise, but you don't want to do the class, you can do the pool exercises. Pick one that has the sauna, pick one that has Whirlpool. All of those things are very good for people who have disabilities. Okay.
Actually, just
Right.
pause there for a minute. I'm going to put over on the screen the Silver Sneakers map when you go to it. And so even in a remote area, well, actually, I think this is, yeah, this is Miami. I've just put in Miami, but you can see all of the different locations here.
Mhm.
And you can go to any of them. You can go,
Yes.
right? You can go to you can go to more than one in a day. You could go walk on a track
Yes.
and go for a stretching class or that. So using it effectively. So just go to Silver Sneakers, or some companies have different names, but this will give you an idea of the concept. And for those of you that are wondering out there, you know, as part of your membership here at the Disability Digest, we do a no charge benefit review. We'll take a look at what you're on now, what your goals are, and what your options are. Make sure you're not paying for things that you shouldn't be, and get you access to this. And you may end up speaking with Daphne. Who knows?
Yes. And I don't mind helping.
No, you do a great job. Okay, what's next?
All right. Do you know how to find tier for each medication? Is there a website?
Oh, just go into, there is in your, let's say, it's called the summary of benefits, or the EOC, which is the evidence of coverage. And it would list the tiers of your medications. So when you go in there, you can see, like, let's say, furosemide, you can see where furosemide is on the tier. And then whenever you're dealing with someone like me or Brian or Jam, we can check for you by going into the provider's website, pulling up the medications, and each medication will tell us what tier is on.
Right, so you can look on your plan, find out what the price per tier is, and then you find out what drug tier. Like I've done that just with a simple Google search, like, you know,
Yeah.
you put in gabapentin, what drug tier, and it will show you, so you can kind of sync them up. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay, here's a tip from Julie. Living rich with coupons is a good coupon site.
Living rich with coupons. All right.
Oh, let me write that down.
Yeah, I also did. All right. Here's another tip from Savannah. I joined the Vital Care program for pets at Petco. It costs $20 a month, but they give you $15 in rewards you can use on food or other items. Also, money back on vet visits and other great discounts.
Right. Okay, good. It sounds like there's a lot of pet owners in our audience.
All right, this one's from Jim. Most YMCAs have a silver sneakers type program.
Yep,
Yes.
correct.
Okay. All right, question from Julie. Can silver sneakers be used in a state you don't live in?
Yes. Yes. If you're visiting another state and you have your card, your membership card, you can go to the gym where you're visiting and just show that card if they have a silver sneakers program, and they normally will honor that card. Okay, so that's a great question.
Yeah. All right, this question is for Brian. Is Brian Terrian a lawyer?
No.
He said that fast.
No, but you are.
An advisor.
I am father of two. No, I mean, I work with attorneys and we help people get approved as their representative if they would like to. But when it comes to cases going to court, we have attorneys that work with us, like high profile ones like Jonathan Ginsburg and others. So we have attorneys, but I am not one. No. not a doctor either.
Yeah, that's it for questions and tips.
Wonderful, wonderful. A few things as we wrap up. Daphne, thank you very much for your contribution today and lending that. A few tips for folks. Some of the bonus things that I just want to share with you if you're looking to save money is if you're trying to get your benefits approved, get them approved fast. Many people, are qualify for their benefits, but unfortunately they don't take the right steps to do that. And that's what we work hard at here. So you can follow all of our free information and piecemeal it together. That's one way to do it. Or you can join us as a member, and I'll talk more about that in a moment. The last point I want to bring up is one of the common things that I see that people come in here as members, and they'll contact us and they'll request like assistance with, I need housing or finances are tight, but my Medicare benefits are fine. Well, the challenge with that is once we dig into that, as many people are not aware of like what we've shared here today, is that there's new programs that come out every year, and these flex cards, Daphne, right? They're pretty new on the scene, and they're in the newer plans, not the older ones.
Yes. Yes.
So my point is if you're a disability recipient and you really want to stay on top of your game and trim your budget, you got to be open-minded and review your benefits. And I applaud you for being here and doing it. It doesn't cost you anything. You just need to understand where you're at and what your options are. So those are a few tips. So Jim, if you would just put the link to the Disability Digest in the chat for people. So if we haven't heard from you in a while, or if you're new here, especially, we encourage you to join us or update us as a member. And that's the best way we can help you. So we can give you a targeted approach to what your needs are, rather than listen to all the general videos that are out there. So I see Jam had one last question: loans for cars for seniors at low interest. Not that I know of. I don't know if anybody else.
I think that's based on your credit, right? Credit limit.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. So this has been a great group with a lot of super tips. I am grateful for your feedback, and we'll be back next week with part 2 of this. So again, Daphne, thank you very much, everybody. Until the next time, make it a great day.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you,
Bye-bye.
David, Katie. Thanks, staff.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.